Welcome back. In the driver's seat. I'm your host, Friday the Driver. Let's go. This weekend, we got the race going on at New Hampshire. Let's get into it. They got some new paint schemes actually for this weekend, so make sure you guys check those out. They got some really cool paint schemes on the cars for New Hampshire this weekend. Also, NASCAR announced the 2024 Hall of Fame ballot nominees, I should say, the ballots for the 2024 NASCAR Hall of Fame. The lead in it is none other than Jimmy Johnson, seven-time NASCAR championship winner. He's actually tied with Dale Earnhardt and Richard Petty for the series of most titles, having 7. He won the Daytona 500 twice, 83 Cup races he won, and he's been in the sport for 19 years until he retired. And he's currently the owner of Legacy Motor Club. So Jimmy Johnson leads off the 2024 Hall of Fame ballot. Right after Jimmy Johnson, we got his crew chief, Chad Knaus. First he on the ballot, crew chief for Jimmy Johnson for 7 championships, 81 wins with Jimmy. And then he took over and worked with William Byron in 2020. Chad Knaus is on the ballot also. We got Neil Burnett. We got Tim Brewer, Jeff Burton, Carl Edwards, great race car driver. Carl Edwards actually won 72 NASCAR series wins. He had 72. He left the sport in 2017. Harry Gant is on the ballot. Harry Hyde, Larry Phillips, Ricky Rudd, AJ Foyt, and Lessa France Kennedy. She's actually the executive vice president of NASCAR. So she's on the ballot also. Those are just a few of the names that's on the 2024 NASCAR Hall of Fame ballot for next year. So I'm pretty sure Jimmy Johnson is going to be a first-time Hall of Fame ballot. I'm pretty sure that Jimmy Johnson, Chad Knaus, I'm hoping Carl Edwards get in. Jeff Burton also. AJ Foyt, it would be great for AJ Foyt to get in. Be a Hall of Fame in NASCAR. So let's get to New Hampshire this weekend. My picks, I'll go with my top picks for New Hampshire this weekend. My personal pick to win, I would say Martin Truex Jr. I think he's got the momentum, he's got the team, the speed with the car. I think Martin Truex Jr. will win. And second, Kevin Harvick. Second, I'm taking Kyle Busch third. I'm putting Christopher Bell fourth place. And I'm putting Eric Almirola fifth or to win. So Martin Truex Jr. either going to win or Eric Almirola. That's my 2 picks to win. My sleeper to win is actually Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace last year at New Hampshire, he came in third. He ran good. So he's familiar with the track, and I think he's going to do good and stay in the top 10 most of the race, but I think he could finish top 2 or 3, but he got a real good chance of winning the race. So Bubba Wallace is my sleeper to win the race. My second sleeper to win the race is Chase Elliott, actually. Chase Elliott runs good at New Hampshire also, and he needs a good finish this weekend to move up in the points in the playoffs. So, or actually a win would be great for Chase Elliott after last week at Atlanta. So it would be a great job if they could get a win or top 5. That would help a lot for Chase Elliott. Danny Hamlin, on the other hand, he definitely needs top 5 or top 10 this weekend. He needs something. He needs a good race this weekend. So hopefully that works out for them. One other thing we got to get into. Big shout out to Dale Earnhardt Jr. on his new podcast called Becoming Earnhardt. So make sure y'all check that out. That's gonna be a good show. Dale Earnhardt Jr. new podcast Becoming Earnhardt. For all the Dale Jr. Earnhardt fans, just like me. That's my favorite driver. Earnhardt, let's go. 8 and 88. Okay, let's talk about the playoff standings. So playoffs right now, William Byron is leading, 22 points. We got Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Ron Chastain, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Tyler Reddick. That's the top 10. The bottom 10, or the bottom 6 to make it to the top 16. We got Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher, Daniel Suarez, Michael McDowell to round up the top 16. Now, right on that bubble is Bubba Wallace, which is at 17. So Bubba Wallace, if he can run good at New Hampshire, top 3, coming first, top 3, it'll definitely move him up back in the playoff race, which he really needs. Chase Elliott definitely needs a good race this weekend. He's 23rd in the playoffs. He got a ways behind, needs a lot of spots to make up, but it's not easy for him because you still got Alex Bowman, you got Ty Gibbs, you got A.J. Allmendinger, you got a lot of good drivers that's going to be hunting and fighting to get to that 16 spot. There's only 7 races left before the playoffs start, so I think from New Hampshire on, the next 3 or 4 races is going to be a lot of hard racing for people to get in that top 16. So I could see it making a quick shuffle in the playoff points. New Hampshire poll winner is Christopher Bell, actually, for Sunday's race. Christopher Bell won the poll for Sunday's race. So congrats to Christopher Bell on winning the poll for New Hampshire. So we'll see how it goes on the race. We'll see if my picks come to fruition. I got Martin Truex Jr. winning. I got Kevin Harvick probably coming in second. Kyle Busch third. Christopher Bell, even though he's a pole sitter, I think he's going to get a top 5. I think he's going to finish maybe 4th. And Eric Almirola, I'm picking him to come in 5th or to win the race also. Don't forget my sleeper, Bubba Wallace and Chase Elliott. Those are my sleepers, so keep your eye on them during the race to make a move coming to the end of the race. We're going to catch y'all on the next episode in the driver's seat. I'm your host, Friday the Driver. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that YouTube, subscribe, comment, like, share. We out.